Well, we are beginning with the breaking news development coming in. The government has appointed Revenue Secretary Sanjay Malhotra as the 26th Governor of the Reserve Bank of India. He would be taking the place of SHAKTIKANTA Das, who was the governor for the last 5 years on his completion of tenure. And SHAKTIKANTA Das was in fact the finance secretary of the country and had gone on to become the RBI governor. Now SHAKTIKANTA Das's place would be taken over by Sanjay Malhotra, Revenue Secretary in the government as of now, and he would be taking over, of course, only after Das's tenure ends. SHAKTIKANTA Das helming the RBI for the last 5 years. He was seen as someone who remained ahead of the curve, shepherded the Indian monetary policy with a lot of stability, and got rewarded across international platforms for the manner in which he controlled inflation in India. Sanjay Malhotra, now Revenue Secretary in the present, to take over from SHAKTIKANTA Das as the next RBI Governor. Government appoints Malhotra, who is presently Revenue Secretary, to the post, much sought after and a very tough post to handle in the present circumstances. Sanjay Malhotra is the 1990 batch Rajasthan cadre officer of the IAS, and he would be taking over as the next governor of RBI. Okay, so we are continuing to stay with the story, the appointment of the next RBI governor. The government has decided to make Revenue Secretary Sanjay Malhotra as the new RBI governor. He is going to be in office for the next 3 years, and this appointment happens after completion of tenure of SHAKTIKANTA Das, who was in fact the RBI governor, who is the outgoing RBI governor, having completed his term. And Sanjay Malhotra is a 1990 batch IAS officer of the Rajasthan cadre. And this is a breaking news development coming in. More information awaited. Okay, we have in fact our business editor Pranav joining us from our business desk live from the newsroom. Pranav, what more can you share about this appointment? Obviously, this is happening because the term of SHAKTIKANTA Das has got over, or is getting over.
Yes, absolutely. Actually, SHAKTIKANTA Das was appointed as the RBI governor in December 2018 after the then central bank chief Urjit Patel resigned before his tenure. Das was also given an extension, and there were speculations that a further extension was likely. But then, as we can see, the MPC that took place last week was Das's last MPC. And the new RBI governor has now been appointed.
Pranav, also the kind of legacy that SHAKTIKANTA Das is leaving behind with always staying ahead of the curve in terms of inflation. I think he has shepherded the monetary policy much better than some of those rock star RBI governors who came with financial background. You think Sanjay Malhotra is getting into big shoes?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, Das definitely has left a legacy, and there were in fact speculations that, there would be some important decisions taken during this MPC. He was in fact staying ahead of the curve. It was his decision to this time, increase the CRR in terms of increasing liquidity in the markets. So yes, Das is definitely leaving a big legacy. And but at the same time, Malhotra is also someone who has had a long tenure in the ministry, and definitely is going to be an able name to fill Das's shoes.
Right. Thank you so much. Pranav Kulkarni there, business deputy editor of Republic Media Network, informing us about the next RBI governor, which is going to be Sanjay Kulkarni. On that note, we move on to another breaking news development coming in from Manipur, where the government, after reviewing all the prevailing law and order situation,